The International Table Soccer Federation and Kozoom Productions are presenting the 2010 World Cup from beautiful Nantes, France, as we bring you the women's national team final, France versus Great Britain, here in the finals area. Again, everybody, Jim Stevens on hand to bring you all the excitement of international table soccer here in Nantes, as we have the final match in the women's team event. There you see Sarah Bryce and her partner Hannah Ramley. They'll be on the right side of your screen there from Great Britain, United Kingdom, and on the left will be Alice Denmanivong and Sabina Redoulet of France. They're on the bottom here with Bryce and Ramley at the top, and Denmanivong is going to have the first scoring opportunity of game number 1. Referee for the match, Heinz Kiesling, the German. That one was blocked, taken away by Ramley, who sends it up the table. There are 4 scheduled matches in this final, and in any World Cup event in women's competition, as that one's blocked back into the goal by Bryce. Good defensive play by Sarah to open up the scoring. Shot attempt by Redoulet, blocked right back in by Bryce. There will be this doubles match followed by a singles match, which will feature 2 outstanding players in Estelle Jacot and Jodie Walding. Then we go to a doubles and then a final singles if necessary. The third round doubles is going to be Anaïs Noël, the Bonzini World Champion, and her partner Angélique Lécoutois going up against Alina Dara and Emily Knox if we get to that third round, which we of course have to, because you have to win 3 matches. Early game timeout here called by Sabina Redoulet. If we do go to a 5th and final round, it will be a team, I believe, that includes 2 players that did not play singles. There you see Hannah Ramley of Great Britain. They will be playing on the Garlando table, and the Garlando table is a very popular table in Great Britain, perhaps second only to Tornado, and probably not by much. The ladies playing on the Garlando table from Great Britain. That'll be their home table. Of course, the French on Bonzini, where we're opening things up here. It is 1-0 early on in favor of Bryce and Ramley of Great Britain. This French team really loaded with talent. Alice Denmanivong, the forward here, always a contender for World Championship honors at the Bonzini World Championships, and I believe she has at least one of those. Another Bonzini World Champion, Estelle Jacot, multi-champion, is on this French team, as is Anaïs Noël, who also owns Bonzini World Championships. So a very strong Bonzini team, and probably the favorites in the match. And of course, in their home country. One nothing lead still for Great Britain, Bryce and Ramley. Redoulet sends it up the table, where it's picked up by Alice. Quickly fires it home to that near side, but it was blocked by Ramley. Ramley really scrambling, a really intense quick little flurry there. Ramley ended up getting the best of it, and a nice grab here on the thread, on the 3-rod by Alice Denmanivong, who fires it home. It's 1-1. Alice gets France on the scoreboard as she finds the near side of the goal. Redoulet will pick up the loose ball. Now we're even at 1. Certainly the French ladies, the heavy favorites in this first game on their home table. Sarah will have a possession. Really the key is to put shots on goal if you're on an unfamiliar table. There's one there. That one did not go on goal, and it's picked up and taken away by Redoulet. That's really the key. If it's a table you're not real comfortable with, not real familiar with, another nice grab on the 3-rod here by Alice Danmanivong, who will set up her pin shot and look to give France the lead. But Ramley there to make the block again. She's done a good job defensively here early on. But keep it simple if you're on an unfamiliar table. Put shots on goal. Just play smart table soccer. Take your time. Because really, although it's nice to steal a game, you really don't have to steal a game. You just have to steal a goal in that third and final game if you hold on your home table. This is Sabina Redoulet once again. Almost 6 minutes into the match, still just 2 goals. Tied up at 1 as Alice will set up her pin shot. And tried to come back down the middle. Taken away by Hannah, who sends it up the other way and ends. Oh, nice block by Hannah Ramley. Followed by a bit of a fortunate score. And the British ladies have surged ahead once again. They're up 2-1 here in game number 1. And a steal here by Sarah. But unable to execute the pass. Then Manivong can't hold on to it. Looked like maybe a jar in there, and Hannah even taps the table. No call made by Heinz Kiesling. Redoulet. Intercepted again by Bryce, who brings it off that far wall. Danmanivong. Can't connect on the pass. Alice a little loose on the 5-rod so far. But it's only a matter of time for this great French lady player. And she will get a possession here. Looking to tie it up at 2 here in game number 1. Alice Danmanivong of France shooting against Hannah Ramley. Fires it home near side. It's 2-2. Watch here. She moves it, rocks it, and then fires it to that near corner. Two here in game number 1. Bright's putting it into play. Sarah's had a little bit of difficulty with it on the 5. Not here, although she can't hold on to it on the 3-rod. Then Manivong will look to pass. No call made here. And now there is. That ball will be awarded. And Alice will put it into play and quickly put it into the back of the goal. It's 3-2. Danmanivong starting to warm up, starting to find the back of the goal, and has given France the lead at 3-2 here in game number 1 on their home table. Hannah Ramley fires that one just wide of the goal. Rebound comes back to Hannah. And Brights again will pick it up on her 5. And fire that one on goal with her 5-rod. Then pick up the loose ball. She'll have a 3-rod possession here. Again, putting it on goal is the key. Tough to get a set here. Sarah finally does, as that pull shot blocked and taken away by Sabina Redoulet. That was a pass near side, but it's Hannah who ends up with it. Quick shot attempt blocked by Alice. And then Manivong able to steal it. Alice Danmanivong. Strokes it home. So Alice Danmanivong starting to find the holes in the defense of Hannah Ramley. It's now 4-2 in favor of the French ladies. Sarah again can't connect on the pass. We will head over to the Garlando table for game number 2 right after this one. Redoulet sends it off the outside wall, then picked up on the 5 by Danmanivong. Alice Can't connect on the pass. Picked up by Hannah, who sends it the other way. Sarah stabs it on goal, and Sabina able to pick it up in her goal area. And she'll call a second and final timeout for France.
Le deuxième temps mort demandé par l'équipe de France qui est en possession de la balle, qui mène 4 points à 2. L'occasion donc de terminer cette première manche pour l'équipe de France. Je vous rappelle qu'il faut remporter 2 manches dans un match pour obtenir le premier point pour son équipe et que 3 points sont nécessaires pour remporter le match.
Sabina Redoulet will put the ball back into play. Kept out by Hannah, who fires that one just wide. And then stroked into the goal here, and Alice Denmanivong. And Sabina Redoulet with a slow start, but a strong finish in that first game, and they have given the French ladies a 1-0 lead here in game number 1, in round number 1 of this World Cup final. And we now move over to the Garlando table, the home table of the British ladies, as Sarah Bryce will put it into play. Sarah having some difficulty on the 5, and it comes to Denmanivong. Alice with not a lot of experience on the Garlando table. The ladies do train a little bit back home, and of course do get a few days of practice here. And that's, again, the same way we opened up the first game, with a shot attempt by Sabina Redoulet, this time on the Garlando table, that is blocked back into the goal by Sarah Bryce. Apparently, Sarah very good at that particular defensive play. It's 1-0 in favor of Bryce and Ramley here in game number 2 of round number 1. You can see Redoulet looking a little uncomfortable. That ball's going to roll to a dead stop. She'll put it back into play. Redoulet putting it back into play. That one up into the air and off the table. Hannah will put it back into play in her goal area. We're on the British home table in round number 1, game number 2. French ladies won the opening game. Hannah Ramley puts that one wide. Rebound comes back to her. Quick pull kick on goal. The Garlando table, a very good shooting from goal table. Sabina turns that one over. Bryce will set up the snake shot. And swing and miss on it. But get it back. Sarah has yet to score from goal except for the 2 stuffs, the 2 defensive goals. Until now, as she finds that hole down the middle. 2-0 lead for Bryce and Ramley on their home table. Let's see what Sarah does here. Tried to take it all the way out to the far side, taken away by Redoulet. Oftentimes tough to go from a Bonzini table to a Garlando, 2 very, very different tables. And especially when you have not spent a lot of time on a Garlando, as obviously Redoulet has not. But again, it's simply making smart plays. In this case, as a goalie, you're just looking to get it up the table. Clearing the zone. Intercepted here by Bryce. Sarah puts that one on goal, then grabs the rebound and will set up her snake shot once again. Nope, she won't. She'll go with a quick shot here and score it. It's 3-0.
Troisième but pour l'équipe d'Angleterre.
So it is apparent that we will be headed to a third and final game, a multi-table game. Sarah able to take it away and send it towards the goal. Redoulet keeps it out and holds the rebound in. French leading 1-0. And we've got a timeout. 1-0 lead for the French here in game number 2.
Temps demandé par l'équipe de France pour essayer de se remobiliser 3-0 dans la deuxième manche alors qu'elles ont remporté la première.
French crowd starting to get involved. Pretty good crowd here tonight for this women's final. Alice Denmanivong. Sabina Redoulet leading 1-0 in this opening round of doubles. We'll move to singles next. It'll be Estelle Jacot for France, Jodie Walding for Great Britain. And that one angled into the goal or towards the goal, kept out and then sent the other way by Ramley. Redoulet. And a time call. So Sabina just simply taking too much time back there. The ball awarded to the 5 of Sarah Bryce. It remains 3-0 here in game number 2, and Sarah able to pass it along the wall. Again, we'll set up her snake. And stroke it home. It's 4-0. Watch here, Sarah, the best shot of the match so far. She takes it all the way out to that far corner off that snake shot set. It's 4-0 in favor of the British ladies. And that one's just going to be knocked in here. It's 1 game apiece. So I think Sabina Redoulet happy to get away from the Garlando table and at least get into a third game where it will be played partially on Bonzini. Watch here, it's Sabina just knocked it in.
Retour sur la table, Bonzini, et ensuite en alternance.
One game apiece in this opening round. Great Britain versus France. Back on the French home table, the Bonzini. That passed through and looking for a call. Perhaps was Denmanivong, none made. Sent back the other way by Ramley. Sabina Redoulet pleased to be back on her home table, the Bonzini, where she is very comfortable. Another nice almost catch there by Denmanivong. And that one blocked back into the goal. It's 1-0, so the French hold on their table, and we're going to head over to Garlando with the French ladies leading after this block. This is the third one of these we've seen in the match by Denmanivong. Back on the British home table for 2 balls. The French ladies leading, and Alice Denmanivong able to pick up the loose ball here, and she'll set up a snake shot. And try to take it to the far side, off the man, off the outside wall, and behind Hannah's man right there. It's 2-0. Alice Denmanivong and Sabina Redoulet steal a goal on the British home table. They have the advantage right now. They're up 2-0. Sarah's quick shot attempt blocked and taken away by Redoulet. Sabina will go ahead and call timeout here. Great French player Paul Nunez talking with Sabina. Redoulet will put it back into play. 2-0 lead here in this third game for the French ladies, who have stolen one on the British home table. Hannah sends that one up wide, and Redoulet again will have possession. That one blocked by Sarah, up into the air and off the table. Hannah Ramley will put it back into play. Shot down the middle on goal. Sarah able to pick up the rebound. Big shot here for Sarah Bryce, and she looks to cut the lead in half before we would head back over to the Bonzini table, and she does. Sarah's starting to shoot it pretty well on the Garlando table. But the French ladies still leading 2-1 despite the far side snake shot effort here of Sarah Bryce. Back to the Bonzini table we go. The pass attempt by Denmanivong, blocked by Bryce. Picked up here by Redoulet. Sabina fires that one up the table just wide. Stabbed towards the goal by Denmanivong and picked up by Ramley. And then picked up here on the 5 by Bryce. Sarah with a left hook towards the goal. Redoulet in possession. Sabina's shot picked up here by Denmanivong. Alice Denmanivong finds that far side. That is a beautiful shot. She had not shown it yet. She fakes the pull, watch, and then just knocks it into that far corner. 3-1 lead for the French ladies. Sarah gets a good set on her pull shot here, but Redoulet able to take it away. French ladies in control here on game number 3 of this opening round. Estelle Jacot, Jody Wadley. Jody Walling waiting to play next. And Sarah picks it up and fires it home. That is a big shot from Sarah Bryce. It's now 3-2. And we head back over to Garlando. Players are confused, even the official, but that was 2 balls on Bonzini. The French got the first. Sarah Bryce gets the next one. On the Garlando table, and now basically even as each team has stolen a goal on the opponent's table. That one just wide. Alice sends it towards the goal, and Hannah able to pick it up. Shot attempt gets through to Bryce. Sarah stabs it towards the goal. Redoulet doing a good job to keep it out. Sabina now perhaps starting to get a little more used to the table. Watch out for Sarah Bryce, though. She's already stuffed 2 in this match. That one eventually rolls back to Denmanivong on her 5, and she advances it through the lane. But then loses it. And we're going to get a call here. Let's see where Hines is. He's going to put it on the 3-rod of Sarah Bryce. Bryce will now look to tie this third game up at 3 as she sets up her snake shot. Try to go back to that far side. Redoulet made the block, and then rebound comes back to Sabina. Redoulet shot goes wide. Denmanivong tried to grab it. Couldn't. Sent the other way by Hannah, and eventually picked up by Bryce. Still 3-2. Favor of the French ladies. We are on the Garlando table for 2 balls. This is the first of the 2. Redoulet again. And again, Bryce able to pick up the loose ball. Sarah again to top. And up into the air and off the table. Let's see where they award this one. I have to think about it. And they've given it to Redoulet. That is where the ball originated from. Redoulet again. This has been a relatively long match already, well over 25 minutes. Redoulet sends it up, and then Monivong sends it in. Watch here. Redoulet off a pin, went with something quick. It was blocked, and then off a man and in. So give that one to Sabina Redoulet. Even though it did hit a couple of men along the way, it is match point for Monivong and Redoulet of France. That one sent up the middle. Redoulet gets it back. Anna Ramley, who has played a good, solid match. That pull kick. Bryce couldn't grab it, and Monivong does. And Alice Monivong has given France the opening round. The French scored 2 on the Garlando table to win in 3 games against the ladies from Great Britain. France now leads 1-0 as we head to the second round and a singles matchup.
Le deuxième match sera un match simple opposant Mademoiselle Jodie Walding pour les Britanniques à Mademoiselle Estelle Jacot pour l'équipe de France.
Watch here. Here was the final play as Hannah sent it up, and then Alice was able to dig it out and fire it in with the 5. Let's move to the second round. It'll be singles. It'll be 2 outstanding players. There you see Jodie Walding of Great Britain. She'll be on the right. Estelle Jacot on the left. And Estelle will have the first opportunity as we open up this match on the Garlando table, Jodie Walding's home table. But Estelle opens up the scoring as she fires that one home. Watch here. A French lady shooting a snake shot on Garlando and scoring it. Jodie Walding, though, an outstanding player, one of the strongest players, maybe the strongest player on the British team. And she fires that one home far side. Jodie Walding really is the British star, thanks to shots like that. It's 1-1. Estelle is going to pick this one up, set it up. That one's going to roll away from her to Walding. And Walding's going to fire that one in from goal. It's 2-1. Watch here. She kind of winds up and strokes it in. Jacot able to pick this one up off the back wall. Estelle, a veteran of the French team. 2-1 lead for Jodie Walding on her home table, opening up this second round. That one's going to roll to a stop, so Jacot will put it back into play. And shoot the pin shot. And shooting the 5-row shot here is Walding, coming out with a strong effort, opening up this second round. She has surged ahead 3-1 here in game number 1. Walding again, and she'll pick it up on the 5, step into the forward position and look to advance it. Walding does so along the wall. Jody shot attempt goes wide, and Estelle able to grab it. Jacquot's going to get another possession. Estelle doesn't get much behind that effort. It comes back to Walding. Jody, of course, the heavy favorite on this table, but Jody also not a bad player on Bonzini. She has competed at the Bonzini World Championships in previous years. The British really need a win from Jody Walding. And she certainly has a lead here, up 4-1 and very close to a first game win. Jacquot again misfires. Couldn't quite pull the trigger. And with a left hand, Jacquot cuts the lead in half as she reached back there and angled it in. Watch this. Shot by Walding. Spins backwards, getting the left hand back there quickly to knock it in is Jacquot. We've got a timeout.
Allez, un temps mort pour l'équipe de France. 15. Le match va reprendre.
Four 4-2 lead now for Jody Walding here in game number 1 on her home table. And Estelle with the takeaway. Tried to go with a quick back pin. Stubbed it. Will get it back and now set up the front pin shot. And find the back of the goal. It's 4-3. Watch here. Not a lot of power behind it, but there didn't need to be. She took it down the middle and in. A 4-3 lead now for Walding. That one sent just off the post. Picked up with a left hand and then taken away by Walding, who can win game number 1. Jody Walding strokes it home. So Walding responds with a win in game number 1 of this second round singles match. The French leading 1-0. But again, they really need a win from Jody Walding. She gets a win in the opening game on her home table with that effort. Will now move over to the Bonzini table. There you see Alice and Monivong forward in that winning effort in the first match. And there you see Jody Walding, who will be on the right or on the top here. Estelle Jacquot will be on the bottom of your screen. As we open up game number 2 on Estelle's home table, and she angles one in off that 2-rod with a left hand. It's 1-0. And Estelle Jacquot, of course, a multi-world champion on the Bonzini table. But again, Jody Walding, not a bad player. Has competed on this table. Got to go to that far side. Wide of the goal. Comes back to her. She shoots the snake shot. Now with a quick pin. Taken away by Jacquot. And Estelle there to pick up the loose ball with the right hand on her 3-rod. Walding there to make the block and take it away. And Jacquot, again, from pin shot position, able to score. Watch here. As she just simply finds the hole on that near side. It's 2-0 here in game number 2. Jody with a shot attempt and a left hook attempt, both blocked by Jacot. We're here at the 2010 ITSF World Cup. It's the women's final, the national team event. And Jacot stroking it home. Estelle Jacot, after losing that first game, although only by a 5-3 score on the opponent's home table, the Garlando, has come out to get the first 3 here in game number 2 on her home table and has looked very good doing it. But when you have 2 tables that are so different, I think most of the time you are going to see individual matches that do go to a third and final game. The teams and the ladies, when the tables are so different like this, are so strong on their home tables that most of the time they're going to earn a win on their table, extend the match eventually to a third and final game. And we're going to get a timeout here. You saw several members of the French men's team over there, second place finishers here this year. Jody Walding will step back to the table and put it back into play momentarily here, just waiting for referee Heinz Kiesling to return to the table. Here comes Heinz, one of the real characters in the world of table soccer, and a man who enjoys a little camera time. Still 3-0 in favor of Estelle Jacot here in game 2. As Walding puts it back into play, taken away by Jacot. Good steep chip angle pass by Estelle. And Jacot to the far side. It's 4-0. She is just so strong on her home table, the Monzini. She takes it away here from Walding. Hold on to the pass along the wall. And that one's going to roll away from Walding to Jacot, who can win game number 2 and even this match up at a game apiece. But first, a timeout.
Voilà, là c'est bien notre Française qui vient de demander un temps mort. C'est important puisqu'il n'y a que 2 temps morts par manche. Et la demande d'un 3e temps mort peut provoquer de redonner la balle à l'adversaire parce qu'il y a distraction en jeu. Et un 2e temps mort en plus demandé provoque un pénalty.
Estelle Jacot will put it back into play and look to win game number 2. Jacot fires it home, far side. So impressive second game effort from Estelle Jacot of France. She has evened the match up at a game apiece, and now we go to the third game, and we'll open up with a ball on Garlando as we watch the final shot of that second game from Jacot to the far side. Big crowd enjoying this women's national team final, the World Cup final. Jody Walding won the opening game on her home table, and we're going to start off the third game on the Garlando. She'll start it off with the first scoring opportunity on her 3-run. Jody Walding trying to take it out to the far side. Estelle with the block, knocked back towards the goal. Jody keeps it out and moves back offensively. No score here in the third game. Tied up at 1 game apiece. The French leading 1 match to nothing. Next up, we'll go back to doubles. Walding sets it up, strokes it home. She takes a 1-0 lead here in game 3. And we move back over to the Bonzini table. Watch here is Jody. Angled that one all the way to that corner. She says, I'll take it. And now they'll take a walk across the arena to the Bonzini table. Anaïs Noël, the great French player, and Angélique Lecoutois will compete against Alina Dara and Emily Knox in the third round doubles. Jody Walding has held so far on her table in this third game and makes a steal here. Puts that one on goal with a 5 and then grabs the rebound on her 3-rod with a chance to steal a ball on the opponent's table. She sets up the snake. Knocked down, taken away by Jacot. Sends it along the outside wall where she grabs it on her 3-rod. Estelle Jacot. Try to go out to that far side. Knocked down and taken away by Walding. Wangles that one just wide. Nice effort there by Jody. Rebound comes all the way back to her. And then it has it blocked back into the goal. Dangerous going down the middle against an experienced Bonzini player. And Jody Walding pays the price here. 1-1. Both ladies have held, but Walding's going to get another chance to break right here. Jody tried to take it out to the far side. Estelle not giving her anything so far on that 3-rod. And that one off a man, angled into the goal. It's 2-1 in favor of Jacot. And let's head back over to the Garlando table. And I believe we have played 7 balls on Bonzini, and Jacot has scored all of them. Jody Walding needs to return the favor here and get both balls on her home table. The British already down 1 match to nothing. Shot down the middle by Walding, picked up here by Jacot. Estelle looks for a 3-1 lead. Swings and misses there. Clock is running, and she'll quickly call timeout just in time.
Et le temps demandé par Estelle Jacot. Moins à l'aise, on l'a remarqué sur la Garlando, forcément. Plus habitué à s'entraîner sur Bonzini. Il va falloir faire la différence à un moment ou à un autre, que ce soit pour la Britannique ou pour la Française, dans cette 3e et dernière manche.
And now a question about, I guess she temporarily lost. He touched it, lost it a little bit. Let's see what the referee's going to call. That's where the timeout was called. She came back and the ball squirted away from her. In other words, put back into play illegally. Heinz Kiesling trying to decide what to do, and he's going to take it away. If she touched it, if it rolled away naturally before she attempted to put it into play, then Heinz Kiesling would have returned it to the 3-rod, and that's what Estelle Jacot is saying happened. She's saying she did not touch it. But it has been awarded to Walding on the 5 because technically Estelle Jacot put it back into play illegally. Interesting turn of events there. Went from a possession on the 3-rod for Jacot to one on the 5 for Walding. And Estelle is going to get it back anyway. Jacot sets it up. Try to come near side, blocked by Walding. Jacot again looking to steal one on the Garlando on the British home table. But again, Walding is there. It bounces in the air, comes to Jacot, who tries a shot. Blocked by Jody, back into the goal. It's 2-2. 2-2 here in game number 3. Both players have held so far. No one has stolen a ball. And Walding can take a 3-2 lead right here before we would head back over to Bonzini. Jody Walding swings, misses, gets it back, and calls a quick timeout as she was up against the clock.
Temps mort demandé par la Grande-Bretagne qui a l'occasion, avec cette deuxième balle, de reprendre l'avantage avant de retourner sur la table française.
Jody Walding will put the ball back into play and stroke it home. It's 3-2 as we head back over to Bonzini. As both players continuing to hold on their home table. Walding found the near corner of the goal with that effort. Back to Bonzini. Estelle Jacquot's home table. A table that I don't believe Walding has scored on yet in the match. Jacquot able to pick up the loose ball here. She can tie it at 3. And she does. She gave it a little bit of a push and found the split hole. Watch here. Just take it over a little bit and drive it home. It's 3-3. Neither player has broken yet here in game number 3. Using the left hand, Jacquot kept that one out. And with a left hand, knocks that one in off a man. So 2 quick ones by Estelle Jacquot. Watch this, use the left hand. Hit it off the 5-row of Walding and in. And it's match point for Estelle Jacquot as we return to Garlando. Someone will eventually break through here. Match point for Jacquot. She's up 4-3 here in the 3rd game of this 2nd round. Again, it's a match that the British really need Walding to win. Jacquot had a couple of chances to grab it. It's Walding who ends up with it. With pressure really on Jody Walding, and she's able to score here to tie it at 4. Remember, it is win by 2 in this 3rd game. She gets help from a couple of men. Jacquot is going to chip this one up, then can't hold on to it. 8 points have been scored so far, all of them by the player on their home table. Can Jacquot break through here? Shot attempt far side, spins back to Estelle. Jacquot again. Walding again with a stop. Jacquot will get it back. Estelle strokes it home near side. So yes, Estelle Jacquot breaks through. She leads 5-4, and we are headed over to her home table, the Bonzini, after that nearly dead man pin shot to the near side.
5-4 pour l'équipe de France.
Jody Walding must score on the Bonzini table, something she has not done yet in the match, I don't believe. As Estelle Jacquot now, once again with a match point. And she'll have 2 balls here on the Bonzini table. That one went wide of the goal, picked up here. Estelle Jacquot has possession on her 5 and now on her 3. Chance to win it right here for Estelle Jacquot. But first, she'll call time out.
Estelle Jacquot, deuxième et dernier temps mort dans cette 3e et dernière manche, une nouvelle balle de match pour la Française.
Estelle Jacquot will put it back into play and look to win the match. Jacquot Strokes it home, and there it is. Estelle Jacot in 3 games, 6-4 in the third, defeats Great Britain's Jodie Walding to give France a 2-0 lead here in this Women's World Cup final. Watch here as again Estelle waited her out and then found that far side of the goal just inside that defensive man. Big French crowd happy right now as their ladies, their Women's World Cup team is up 2-0. There you see Alina Dara in the forward position, Emily Laux at goal on the right side, Anaïs Noël, the great French plater, in the forward position on the bottom of your screen, or left side from the other angle. Her partner, Angélique Lecourtois. The French ladies needing just one more win to claim the World Cup title. Starting things off, of course, on the British home table. There's Alina with a shot attempt. Grabbed by Lecourtois. So it is a given, obviously, that the British ladies really must win this opening game on the Garlando table. Emily Knox. And here's Anaïs Noël shooting the pin shot on the Garlando and finding the hole to the near side. Anaïs Noël has got the French ladies off to a quick start. Alina Dara, though, able to pick up this loose ball, set up her snake shot, and stroke it home. It's 1-1. Always nice to get that first shot. Usually you score it and you take a deep breath. You can start to get into the game. But with a big crowd, with the cameras, with all the attention being played and paid to a match like this, the nerves are certainly there. Most of these ladies have never been in a situation like this. And that one blocked back into the goal by Dara. It's 2-1 in favor of the British ladies. Knocked back towards the goal. Emily Knox able to pick it up, send it the other way. This is Angélique Lecourtois. And then angled to the short side and in by Knox. It's 3-1. Watch here as Emily goes to that short corner. British ladies off to a good start here in this first game. Like most of these matches, nearly all of them, it very well could go to a third game. But the British really need to close out this game for that to happen. You know that the ladies from France will come with a strong effort on the Bonzini table when we move there in the second game. Anaïs Noël able to pick this one away. It's 3-1. Here in game number 1, third round action. And that one's going to drop in. It's 3-2. Anaïs got it off that wall, then off the back of Knox's man and in. Emily Knox. Still 3-2. Le Courtois put one on goal. Angelique will get another opportunity here. French ladies needing just one more match to claim the 2010 Women's World Cup Championship. That one's going to roll to a dead stop. It'll be put back into play by Angelique Le Courtois. And picking up the loose ball here is Alina Dara. Alina. Got to go to that far side off the corner. Comes back to Emily. Knox in possession. I'd like to see Emily go back with that short pull shot she used earlier. Continues to try the pull kick. And losing it here. Well able to pick it up, and set it up, and look to tie it up. But first, she'll call timeout.
Premier tournoi demandé par Anaïs Noël pour essayer de trouver une solution de ce manque crucial d'efficacité sur le gardien d'eau. Les Britanniques de leur côté espèrent bien sûr emporter cette première manche sur leur table. Des explications justement concernant les tables, elles ont été choisies au mois d'octobre par les fédérations pour cette Coupe du Monde. Et ensuite, aucune fédération ne peut changer de table au cours de la compétition.
Ball will be put back into play by Anaïs Noël. Shooting against Emily Knox, flipping it over to the far side and tying it up at 3. So the French ladies threatening to steal a game. They have evened it at 3 on the British home table. As you saw Noël walk it around and flip it over to that far corner. And Dara can't hold on to it. But Alina's going to get an opportunity here. Tried to come to that near side. Blocked. Rebound picked up again by Alina Dara. And we've got a stoppage in play here. And a warning, perhaps for a distraction of some sort, handed out by Heinz Kiesling. Don't move the 5 row behind the ball, apparently, is what Heinz was saying to Anaïs Noël. And Alina doesn't execute, and it comes back to Le Courtois. It's still 3-3. This opening game of this third round match. Emily again with a pull kick. She'll get another opportunity here. He had success at that short corner and has not gone back to it since. And Alina able to find the hole to give the British ladies the lead at 4-3.
4-3 pour l'équipe anglaise. L'occasion de remporter cette première manche.
Anaïs Noël's pass attempt. So now the British ladies, Dara and Knox, just a goal away from holding on their home table in this opening game. Trying to give the British ladies, the British team, some life. But once the British ladies saw their best player, Jodie Walding, go down in that second round. I think a little bit of disappointment began to set in. But it is never over until it's over. And Alina Dara can get it over with here in game number 1. And she sets it up. Taken away by Le Courtois. Angelique. Dara again will set up her shot, looking to win game number 1. That one off the post. Le Courtois with a rebound. Remains 4-3. And we're going to get a timeout.
Temps mort à nouveau demandé par l'équipe britannique. Pression énorme sur les épaules de ces jeunes demoiselles. 4-3 dans cette première manche pour les Britanniques qui sont menés 2 matchs à 0 par l'équipe de France et qui se doivent absolument de remporter ce match si elles veulent garder toutes leurs chances de devenir pour cette 3e édition les championnes du monde.
Alina Darrow will put the ball back into play. Look to win game number 1 for Great Britain. She sets up her snake shot. Wide of the goal with that one. Le Courtois picks it up. Angelique has put a few shots towards the other end and is kind of threatening to score, although this one wide. Emily Knox, who did score early on, banks that one off the outside wall. Angelique able to pick it up. Ball rolled to a stop. She'll put it back into play. And that's going to happen again here, or is it? No. Yes, it is. Long possession here by Angelique Le Courtois, who's had the ball rolled dead on her twice. That one off a band towards the goal. Knox keeps it out. And the stuff back into the goal, and the British ladies hold on their home table. They lead 1-0. They're feeling pretty good about it. And now they're headed over to Bonzini, and they're going to go up against a very tough Bonzini team here in game number 2. As the block by Dara and the win in that first game by the British ladies. Game number 2 underway. Anaïs Noël, Angelique Le Courtois on the left. This is their home table. On the right, playing the forward position on Bonzini is Emily Knox. Alina Dara at goal. As we open up here with Le Courtois having a possession in her goal area. Dara has possession in hers now and sends that one on goal off a back pin. Sent the other way and then caught on the 3-rod by Anaïs Noël. Look out here. Noël, one of the very best Bonzini lady players. Shot attempt there, blocked away, but the rebound claimed again by Anaïs. And she gives the French the early lead. Anaïs Noël finding the center of the goal. Only Knox can't connect here. Le Courtois. The pick up here by Knox. Will shoot a standard front pin. Away by Angelique. That one on goal. Dara comes back the other way with a pull kick. And picked up here on the 5 by Noël. who chips it up beautifully. Anaïs Noel makes it 2-0. Noel taking this one across and then cutting it back between the men of Alina Dera. The French have come out to get the first two. And certainly they are expected to win on their home table, and a chance here to go up 3-0 for Noel. And again, choosing to go, I believe, down the middle once again. You see Dara bring the man in, but a little too late. Another possession here for Noel. Shot attempt here blocked by Alina. Quick effort there, and then Noel picks it up again. And strokes it home. Really weighted her out beautifully. That is signature Anaïs Noel. 3-row effort, and we've got a timeout. Noel just waited and waited till that hole opened up. And she fired for that far corner. Watch her wait. And then drill it. For the French ladies, just a goal away from sending this match, no surprise, to a third and final game.
Avec le dynamisme vu sur l'enjeu par les Françaises et toutes leurs difficultés éprouvées, sauvegarde en deux.
Emily Knox will have possession on her 5. In just a few moments here, you would think, and then we'll head to that third game. And a very one-sided second game in favor of the French. Le Courtois. Angelique with a pass near side, and then a takeaway here by Noel, who can send it to game 3. She sets it up, waits patiently, and strokes it home. So, a big performance by the French ladies in that second game as they win 5-0. We're going to head over to Garlando for one ball. Watch this. Again, so patient with the shot and so able to find the hole. Back to Garlando we go for one. And Dara's going to have the first scoring opportunity on her 3-rod as she passes it through. Looking at a pull kick here. Puts that one on goal, blocked and taken away by Angelique Le Courtois. France, if they win this game, are the 2010 Women's World Cup champions. Knox back at goal. Sent the other way, picked up here by Emily Knox. Still no score here in the third game. France leading 2-0. Full kick on goal by Knox. Rebound grab by Alina Dara. Alina angles that one towards the goal after missing on the first effort. Noel has a little bit of difficulty with it and then calls timeout. So we're still at 0-0. We're in game 3. Anaïs Noel with a possession and an opportunity to steal.
Sur la barre d'attaque. Ce qui pourrait donner un avantage pour les deux balle sur Bonzelli à l'équipe de France.
Ball put back into play by Anaïs Noel, looking to steal a goal on the British home table, and she does as she brings it over off a man and in. It's 1-0 in favor of the French after this effort from Anaïs Noel. And over to Bonzini we go, and the British ladies are in trouble. Down 2 matches and down a goal here in the third game of the third round match. Dara playing the forward position here on Bonzini. Get that one wide. Le Courtois tries to pass here. It's going to roll back to Noel on the 5. Shot down the middle by Le Courtois. Rebound grabbed by Noel. Anaïs, who had shot it really well on the Bonzini, and that continues. It's 2-0. 2-0 lead for the French. They stole the opening ball on Garlando, and now they've gotten 2 on Bonzini. It's 3-0. Watch here, just a reaction play by Noel, who knocks it in with her 5. Back on the Garlando table, trailing 3-0. Alina Dara has a big possession here. Doesn't execute the shot. Rebound comes back to Knox. Emily with a quick pull kick. Le Courtois sends it the other way. Stepped on goal by Noel. Knox again in possession. And that one knocked in by Knox. She had been shooting that pull kick over and over again. This one in. It's 3-1 now. Big goal there by Emily Knox. At least temporarily keeping the British hopes alive. British obviously need both of these goals. They've got one of them. But no matter what happens, the French will be headed over to their home table with a chance to win the World Cup title. Noel can make it a little easier if she scores this one on Garlando. Anaïs. Here's Knox. Still 3-1 in favor of Anaïs Noel, Angélique Le Courtois. And that one lost back to Dara. Couldn't cut the lead to 1. Again, swinging and missing. Picked up here by Noel. Taken away by Knox. Dara able to get a possession here. Had some difficulty with execution. There's a push shot here. Taken away by Le Courtois, who has possession of it in the goal area. Zigzags one up the table. Courtois again in possession still. 3-1 in favor of the French ladies. Noel can't hold on to it. It squirts away to Knox. It's the Women's World Cup final here in the year 2010. Jim Stevens with you. And Anais Noel with a nice pass here. British have been unable to capitalize on some opportunities here in this set of 2 balls on the Garlando table. And that one stuffed back into the goal by Noel. It is World Cup championship point for the French ladies, as Noel is there defensively looking for that pull kick. And the French now needing just 1 goal to claim the 2010 title. And this one knocked in on the Bonzini by Dara to make it 4-2. But here in the year 2010, the French ladies now just need 1 more. And we're on their home table. Dara gets the first one of 2. Obviously, the British ladies need to steal this ball as well. They're able to knock it down. Comes back to Le Courtois. And picked up here by Noel, who can win it. Anais Noel for the World Cup championship. Anais strokes it home, and there it is. France has defeated Great Britain in the final of the Women's World Cup championship match 2-1, 2-1, and 2-1 to claim the 2010 Women's World Cup championship. Vive la France! Great atmosphere here in the arena, and you see the final shot by the great Anais Noel as she knocks it home, and the French ladies celebrate a win here in the year 2010 in the Women's World Cup event.
Applaudissements également à l'équipe britannique qui est loin d'avoir démérité. Bravo, bravo à l'équipe d'Angleterre.